Hey guys, welcome back to the Kingdoms of Amalur. My name is Jaevwyn, and I'm here to amuse you as I fail through this really nice open world RPG game. Now, last episode we cleared through the tutorial, basically naked, killed a few trolls, smashed a lot of crates, to not much end really. But this time I'm hoping things are going to be different. It's a brand new day, there's some herbs to collect, there's some random objects in the water that have been conveniently placed there for me, so we're going to go on a bit of a collecting spree. I'm hoping to make a bit of a longer video today. There's a lot of stuff to do, including collecting these herbs, collecting stuff in the water, lots of faffing around. So I am going to try and make it a bit longer and get to... I've got a place in my mind where I want to get to here. So I can put some combat in, put a bit of gathering in, and show you a bit more of the game other than the constant tooltips that stop you from playing the game how you want to. Now I've just grabbed a little thing in the water called a shard. They're basically like your gems. You can socket them into items and so on. You can upgrade them to be more powerful. You can put them in a variety of different weapon slots to different effects. Now, you may be thinking from the tutorial that I played, this game's easy even on hard difficulty. You would be wrong. At this point it starts getting a fair bit tougher for a player like me who isn't particularly good at the game. So I'm going to go ahead and play the smart game here and put the armour back on. I'm at that point now where going naked against the rats will probably kill me. And I would like to go without that. I've got the shield on, of course. Have I got any other weapons? No, I haven't. I might use the staff for these little rats, actually. They like to group up a lot, and staffs can do a bit of AoE damage. What else have we got? We've got a bow, always useful. Okay, let's go and shoot some rats. And of course, I've always got lightning. Lightning always works. He doesn't look overly amused, does he? Eat that. That worked so much better. Right, come at me, rats. Dodge. Oop. Swing my staff the wrong way because I can. Who's next? Ow, he's next. Oh, wrong way again. I really need to watch which buttons I'm pressing. There we go. Now, considering they only hit me like once or twice, they did a fair bit of damage to me, actually. I need to watch that. I really am a lot squishier than I remember being in this game. I'll get to that in a minute. Break some boxes, get some gold. Getting a lot more gold than I was in the tutorial, which is always nice. Loot the skeleton. That scepter's like a wand for a mage. It's like a ranged weapon that a mage can use. It uses mana, but it has a very high range. Quite weak, but can shoot fast. Now, that chest needs dispelling. I'll do the lockpicks first. Now, the lockpicking here is quite similar to Skyrim, but instead of turning the lock, you've got this little meter thing up here that you work away along. As you can see, you hold D and move the slider. If your lockpick's in the right kind of place, it'll work. Now, I usually find, like, 2/3 of the locks are somewhere around this area. So I'm going to try around here. And nailed it. I'll get to that one in a second. We'll open up this one. I don't know, I'm kind of feeling over here this time. Oh. See, where it started shaking there, it means it was about to break if I kept pressing it, so I had to let go of that just to be on the safe side. Move it up a bit. Yeah, that worked. We like that. Gold, regeneration potion, herb, gem. That's fine. Now, this thing, you guys want to read the tooltip for. If I go too quickly, feel free to pause it. But it's basically click your mouse at the right time game. Click your mouse, has a little circle, hovers over these things. Yes, yes, yes. You miss, it reseals. The more lines they've got, the faster it will reseal. These things do reseal on their own, so you click them once to unseal them, and they reseal over time, or if you miss. So I'll do this now and show you what guys mean, but you might need to rewind this to fully get what's happening here, because it goes very quickly. There's a time bar up here. I haven't got time to mess around, because if I fail this and the time runs out, I will get cursed, and curses are very nasty and very hard to get rid of. So, let's do this. There we go. Feel free to rewind that a couple of times just to get the idea, but I think you guys get the idea. I'm imagining my audience is pretty smart here. Click the mouse where the buttons are. Got some more herbs to do some alchemy with when I get into town. What else is there? What have we got lying around? Oh, that's something. Grab this. herbs. I don't really want herbs right now. I want a nice green weapon to hit people with. Speaking of green weapons, items work in a similar sort of quality system to WoW. So white is regular, green is a bit magic, a bit of extra goodness, blue is quite rare, quite powerful, and epic is purple. Very rare, very powerful, and in this game, if they're purple, they are unique. You will not find another one. You also get yellow items, like yellow named items, and they are set pieces. You put the more set pieces you have it on, the more bonuses you get for wearing it all. You'll see some of these when I get to town. I have all the DLCs for this game, including the weapons pack or something along those lines. It gives you a few like epic and weapons and set armor to start with. You may be thinking I'm copping out here by using all the OP stuff at the start. It's not OP, you can actually craft better. It's just to get me going. You'll see what I mean when I start crafting and look at the differences between the epic weapons and the crafted. Crafting weapons in this game is seriously overpowered. Or epics are underpowered, one way or the other. This is a shrine. You press E on it and you get a buff. This one is a health regen buff, I believe, which is always nice, good for the start. Right, so I want to probably run around and grab as many herbs as I can, because I want to make some healing potions later on. I don't need that, but oh, that's a bear, hello. Now these red ones here, these like red aloe vera plant type things, they're one of the reagents I need. Now I'll get back to the bear in a minute. One, because he's pretty tough. Two, because he's like taunting a gnome. And as a full WoW player, I really like taunting gnomes. Grab some of that. That's also alchemy. Just sneaky around the bear. Please don't see me. I don't want to fight you right this second. And we nailed it. There's a herb. See, that little black pineapple-y thing is the other reagent I need. Just like that one there. There's one over there, so I need to come back here at some point. There we go, black cohosh I think there is. There's random deer. I think that's all the herbs we've got around here. Yes, so there will be a bit of faffing around looking for herbs and stuff. It's good to have a good stockpile of health potions at the start of this game if you're playing on hard and are bad at it. But having said that, I have been playing a lot of Dark Souls over the last couple of days, hence why there's not been any videos out. I've decided I'm not going to do a Let's Play series on it, but it's a nice refreshing change to have an easy game in comparison to Dark Souls. That was a really bad timed block because I pressed the sprint button instead. Now, because I timed my block right there, it kind of slowed time a bit. If you have the right weapon skills later on, you can make special attacks off those and do some pretty nice damage. I just need to play safe with these guys. Not take too much damage because they can hit hard and they're very annoying if they start getting the upper hand. Oh, he whiffed. Will they stop attacking in turns? Ah, stopped you that time. Oh, he whiffed. Lightning! I think I can do you in right now. Come on, come at me. There we go. No. Oh, okay. Yes. Never mind. You win. There we go. Now you see the number came up in like a red blood splatter there. I don't know if I explained this in the tutorial. When the red blood splatter number comes up, it basically means you just got a critical hit. Now as I'm wearing rogue gear, leather armor, your crit damage is boosted up slightly, but at this point it's not much of a difference. It's very early game. That's a cave called Stone Candle Mines. I'm not going to do this right now. I want to come back when I've got the gear out of the chest from town. I won't be able to do this in the really bad gear I've got on right now. They will murder me. It's a pretty hard cave actually. Break a box because it looked at me funny. It's all good. I've been thinking about how I want to develop this character. I did a recording of this about a couple of days ago, but I lost all the footage, it failed or something, I don't know why, it just was not happy. So I'm back here again after doing about a 50-minute video. But I'm decided I'm going to go for a warrior rogue hybrid. That's later on. For now I'm going to mix all three classes and I'll show you guys why when we get to the class selection screen. There is a very good reason for that. Right, I better go back and save the gnome. I might just revel in the mocking one more time. There he is. What if I can backstab the bear? I mean, it has a back, so surely I can stab it. Never tried this. Never wanted to get that close, so I was shot it with the bow. Seems to work pretty well. Sneak, sneak, tease it, stab. That did no damage and just pissed him off. Well, kind of a rogue am I. But unfortunately for me, bears don't take to kiting with the bow too well. Or the lightning spell for that matter. There. Oh, what on earth did I just do to that bear? I'm pretty sure there's laws against that.
You? I remember you. You're the one? How did you come back? How did you find me here?
Magic. I'm gonna go with that.
No, I had no idea anything like that would happen.
Convincing.
The Well of Souls is bigger than one gnome's pet project. My employer pays for information about its progress. I just send reports to make some money on the side.
I see where this is going.
I never wanted anyone to get hurt.
Now, because we chose the Almain race and have that persuasion point which is being more and more useful for us, we can now say pay me and you live. Although I want to play a nice guy, for now I just want some gold.
I don't have... Okay. Here. It's all I've got. Plus what I got paid for the information.
Damn right it is.
I don't want any part of this. I'm going home to Odessa.
Because apparently it's common knowledge where that is. That's a very tiny sword. I could hold that as a dagger. Give me another one. Yeah, they're about the same size. Grab that herb that that bear was sitting next to, taunting me with. I'll probably go and refresh that shrine buff since it's about to run out. As you can see about the middle right of my screen, the time is nearly empty. They last about 2 or 3 minutes normally, so I'll refresh that. They don't just stay there, they have to come back as well, but they come back a lot faster than the buff disappears, so you can just keep refreshing them. Right, I'm going to work my way to town very slowly, grabbing some herbs along the way. What I will probably do, although I'm not sure, I might try and speed up some of the herb gathering, I'm not sure. Because I'm doing commentary over it as well, I might not worry, but I don't know. I guess you guys will tell when the video comes out. Right, him. Casual walking.
You've come from the tower, haven't you? Name's Agarth. Maybe you can help an old fate weaver, eh?
Looks a bit shifty to me. I think it's the beard.
Fate weavers look at the great tapestry of fate. The threads will tell us how a life will unfold. But knowing the future and being able to change it are two very different things.
See, he says that, but that's basically like knowing the lottery numbers for next week. That's changing it. But, oh well. He did send me to find you.
Did he?
Yes.
Poor old Fomerus Hughes. He respected the way the world works. What a shame. He's probably dead by now.
Grim outlook on life. All I've got to ask, haven't I?
The cards told me that the Well of Souls would work, but Hughes' success would come on the day of his death. He took it pretty well, honestly, although we did a lot of drinking after that.
I like this guy. I'll ask for you guys' benefit.
You really don't know much, do you?
Yes, audience.
A fate weaver taps into the threads of fate and channels that energy through a focus. My order prefers cards. The cards are unique to each fate weaver, since we all see the weave differently.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I didn't catch a word of that. Now, that persuasion point strikes again.
I suppose I could spare a little help in memory of Hughes, or in celebration of his success. Whichever.
I don't care whichever, just give me the loot. Regen potions, that'll work. Sorry, just gonna clear my throat. But, let's go with some dialogue. There we go.
You're the one. Then that means... it all makes sense now. The cards this morning. I drew the Gravedigger, the Running Man, and the Beast.
Obviously that
Prepare
means...
yourself. They're coming.
that. It's a very large sword. Kind of want one. And that denied him. Stabby, stabby, stabby. That worked. Perform special attacks, increase your fate. Yeah, as you do attack chains and stuff, your purple meter under your health and above your mana on the top left starts filling up. When it's full, you can release it, and we'll see that in a minute because the tutorial makes you. Nice to see an NPC being useful for once. In most games that doesn't happen. Go him. Oh. Your fate meter is full. Press E to continue. Yes, yes, yes. Spend it. Bad things happen to the enemy. Hold X to harness it. Right. You can have some of that. So basically what happens, all of your damage gets increased. He's downed already. And it kind of slows time a bit for you to like really start nailing the enemy. And you don't kill enemies in this mode, you down them, and then you do a finisher on one of them and it takes out the rest. And you get bonus XP and stuff. Similar to what happened with the troll in the tutorial, you mash one of the buttons, you get XP. Now I'm just going to mash the 3 buttons it can be. Oh, spacebar, there we go. Job done. Now he's going to want to talk to me, but I want to go and get my herbs. Screw him. Herb over here. He's just casually walking closer. Oh look. Lead me to Odessa.
What is this world coming to?
I don't know, you tell me. That's something I need over there. Red aloe vera type thing. Fate Weaver's behind me.
What? How? What are you?
Magic.
The threads of fate. I've seen them before, but I've never seen anyone manipulate them like that. You just changed how the world was supposed to work. How did you do that?
Do I have to say it again? Magic.
You just... Fate is the will of the gods. No mortal should be able to change it. How is that even possible? Come here. I'm going to do a reading. You might be able to change the threads, but fate will still have a plan for you. I promise not to tell you if I see your death.
Very obsessed with death, isn't he?
It's a gift.
Yes,
Some people
it is.
paint landscapes. Other people write poetry. I peer into the weave of fate's tapestry and see people's deaths.
Didn't belittle artists even. Artists or poets in the slightest.
That would be my guess. He was an academic, but he had a proper respect for fate's plan, unlike most gnomes.
Go on then.
You're nervous. Relax. This is what fate weavers.
It's like the Family Guy bit. Relax, I'm a
I'll be seeing
doctor.
your place in the pattern of destiny. Who you are, what you've done, where your path takes you. Or, at least, I should be. You're real, right? I swear I haven't had...
He hasn't had that much. That explains it all, doesn't it?
I am.
Well then.
But still, I've never seen someone whose fate was just missing. Not even when I was drunk as the king of ballads.
Common knowledge who that is.
Makes sense. All mortal creatures have a place in the pattern. You should have one too, dead or not. If this is true, and I'm not saying
Don't point at me.
then your path is yours to determine.
Wasn't it anyway? Right, this is how the levelling up system works. You put your points in either might, finesse or sorcery, they're like talent points basically, and then you pick a class. You can do just single classes, or you can start combining them, or you can do all 3. Now, I was pretty stupid and did not apply my talent points before I got here. So I'm just going to go with Acolyte for now, and that'll probably last me a while anyway, just to make my lightning spell cheaper and a bit more reliable. I'll start working on the whole warrior rogue combination a bit later once I've got a more established character.
I can see the threads around you, but they're shifting, changing so rapidly, I can't make sense of them. Normally the threads would guide my hand to the cards, and I'd use those cards to see your pattern in the weave. But it just didn't happen. They wouldn't focus. So either there's something wrong with me, And there isn't. Or there's something very wrong with you.
That's nice. Way to burn your bridges.
Damn it, it's the truth.
Deserved it.
At least, I think it is. The world is changing. You might be a sign of that. Or maybe the cause. I've never had a reason to doubt my own readings. But we should consult with Arden. He's not a friend, but he's got a good eye for the tapestry. I'll meet you at his home to the east. I'm going to see if I can be of any help to the wounded at the tower.
You go do that. I've been alive for what? 40, 50 minutes of video time? I'm being blamed for the world being destroyed or whatever already. That's lovely. Really feeling the love. I'm going to take out the gnome, but friendly fire's off anyway.
This sort of thing never happened in a desert.
Nearly being stabbed, I'm sure. Right, work our way up here, grabbing herbs. Boop. Boop. Ah, new quest, that's for the DLC packs. I might do those at some point, but certainly not anytime soon. I'm not sure how I want to take this Let's Play yet, I'm going to come back to that. I'm not sure where I want to take the Let's Play yet, but for now I think it's just going to be taking quests as they come and working my way slowly across the map. Right, that there is a lore stone. They provide you a bit of background about the area. Most of the time they just talk straight gibberish. And I really mean most of the time, like random poems or random gossip for when the real stone was made and so on. But some of them are rather amusing and some of them are just plain awful, a bit like this one.
Of all the songs in halls of lore, there echoes none more grand than Olain's many feats of light, the pure, and lady of the light. She is a knight of golden knot. She is the cure seeker, the conscience of the summer fae. She is the heart of spring, of day.
Well, I'm sure you're glad I shared that with you. Right, we're just going to continue picking up herbs. We got a nice iron longsword from that chest, which I'm going to replace almost immediately upon getting into town. I could kill that thing, but it's not even worth XP, although it is hideous. I'm guessing that's the Amalur equivalent of a cow. You see them around quite a lot. And that's chicken of some sorts. Grab some herbs. And there we have it. Now, I don't know if it's appearing for you guys, but in the bottom right corner I've got my Fraps overlay on now. Where I had some footage failed, I want to make sure this is recording. So I'm hoping it won't appear in the recording, but if it does, my apologies. I want to be sure I am getting a video recorded this time. Yep. Fast travelling, just like the Elder Scrolls games.
Everyone just stand back. The warden can't work when you're crowding so close. Go back to your business. Go on.
Am I standing back far enough?
Be careful in the forest.
It's not even touching her. What work is he doing? Staring at her? He's exhausted from staring at her. Well, there we have it. Grab that. I'm going to go to my bottom right corner. That's not working too well. I don't think it's... Yeah. Let's try over here. There we go. Another scepter. Like one of the few weapons I don't want to use at all, ever. Not over keen on them. They use mana when you shoot that you could be using lightning spells for. And if I'm not walking into a pillar, here's that chest. Now, that's all mage set gear. That's a mage scepter, that's a mage staff, that's a mage shield, and they look pretty awesome. I'll grab that just to show you guys. These are chakrams, also quite nice weapons, but I won't be using them this time. That's a giant two-handed hammer, that's a tower shield, which I will be using. That is a longsword, which I will be using. This is thief armor, leather armor. That is a thief shield. I've already got the tower shield, I don't need that. I don't want the fey blades, I don't want the daggers, I do want the bow. There. I'm going to leave all this in there, I'm not going to take it out and sell it and just get cheap money at the start. But we will equip all that stuff. Now it will look epic, but it's not much better than the stuff we already have. 19 damage, 15 damage. You see that in the top right corner of where the longsword's displayed up here. You know, it's not a big difference. Although the bow might be quite a bit better. Not a huge amount. Looks hideous. Some people like this kind of thing. I think it's awful. And now we equip the armour, which does make us look like a badass, but the armour is still useless. In about 5 levels time anyway. There we go. We look like a badass, and we put the shield on. Quite cool looking shield. Oh, these are what mage shields look like. Instead of pulling a random large shield that's about the same size as the character out from the middle of nowhere, mages just summon their shields. Much cooler. And it actually looks pretty awesome as well. But for now, we're just going to stick with pulling a tower shield out of I don't want to know where. We have healing potions and stuff down. There we go, this is a bit more like it. He looked at me funny if you were wondering. This can work. We'll apply some level ups. Right, I want to focus on my blacksmithing for now, and I want to max this out whenever I can. When I'm not doing that, probably want to get some points in Detect Hidden so I can see extra treasure piles lying around, and some stuff in Sagecraft to upgrade my gear later on. I'll put it in blacksmithing for now. Confirm. Now these are the talent points I was mentioning. You need a certain amount of points to go up to the next row, and you just work your way up and up and up. Now I'm going to go for a might and finesse mix. I want to take a point in there to unlock some extra moves for the longsword, or one extra move anyway. I want to take a point in there because if anyone's played Mortal Kombat, that's basically a scorpion grapple hook thing. You chuck it out, it hooks onto an enemy, you bring them back, and then you start flailing attacks at them. Put a point in there to make the longbow a bit better and stick an extra arrow in the quiver, and we'll call that good day. We will keep the classes the same for now. Try that again. The reduced mana cost for lightning is always useful at the beginning, no matter what class you are. How should we start? We'll go and make some potions, I think. I'll stick with the healing potions for now, but I'll probably have an experimenter with it next video. Charming. Racist too. I want to get out of the town stuff as soon as possible. There's some stuff that just needs doing. Now, if you know recipes, you can create them. I don't know any recipes. If not, you can experiment with random herbs until you find something. I know for a fact that that and that makes a healing potion. I'll show you guys why. That does health, as it says in rather large blue letters, and that does restoration. 2 and 2 together. There we are. So I need 2 purple to 1 red. And I can make health potions, which I'm going to just spam a load of. There we go. I'm out of purple and I've got 1 red, so I've pretty much used everything. I've now got 16 of them. That'll last me a while at least. Well, I'll come back to that. Now, she has got a quest. I am going to try and do all of, if not... Oh, wrong floor. All of, or if not some of this quest for this Let's Play. And I'll work on the others around our next video. Next video is where we're going to work on a lot of these quests instead of the faffing around.
I feel nauseous, itchy. Have you noticed any blood leaking from your eye sockets? I've been noticing symptoms everywhere.
Pretty sure I would have noticed that.
Oh, this situation could not be any worse. If the Red Legion is involved, then we could all be staring death in the face. What have I done?
I don't know. What have you done?
Why ask questions when you could never understand the answers?
Wow.
It's clear your prowess is not with wit, but with a weapon.
Well.
If you must know, something of value has been stolen. An alchemical formula that, if released, could cause untold devastation. I see its symptoms everywhere. Only my apprentice, Karth, and I knew of my work on the formula, but he's gone missing as well.
Now, I have 2 things to say to you. 1, don't be so rude, and 2, I certainly have no prowess with a weapon whatsoever, so you are wrong. What's the formula?
It was an early version, unstable and rife with potential dangers. My hope is to develop a weapon that the Alfar can bring against our common enemy, the Tuatha. To say more would be to reveal my secrets. All I can say is that it involves legions, goiters, and a good deal of cost.
I'm pretty sure I haven't noticed any of that.
His name was Karth Hilfred. I found him one morning outside my door, picking through the emberize. I was impressed how well he knew his way around the plant.
Is that an innuendo?
So eager to learn.
Good God.
I do not deserve such goodwill after what I've engineered.
Nope.
If disaster occurs in Odorath, it will be on my head. I'm not sure where Karth may have gone, but I knew that before he came to me, he found shelter in the ancient chambers of Amalur Hall, an Irathi ruin east of Gorhart. Once you've ensured Karth's safety, you must learn what's happened to my formula. When you do, destroy it. It's the only way to keep us safe.
So I'm going to go to Agnur for Hall. Try saying that 10 times faster. Certainly a name. I'll stop by the blacksmith and do some salvaging, show you how that all works, and then we'll head off and get started on this quest. I doubt we'll have time to finish it because my this video is starting to get a bit long already. But I'll probably try and get to I want to get through a good bit of it. Now this stuff I can take for free. That's probably enough to make a staff. Good thing I don't need a staff. Now, you start by salvaging items you don't need. You never sell items in this game unless you can't salvage them, because what you can buy with gold is nothing compared to what you can make with crafting 90% of the time. So you're just getting various different materials of various different kinds, each used for different things. I'll skip through all this and then show you how they all come together in a second. I don't really need to keep track of all this, it tells you whether you've got it or not in the next screen. Well, my rusty longsword gave me an iron blade, and the iron longsword gave me an iron blade, but this rusty longsword was about half as good as the iron longsword. Logic. Right, so, you hit craft, and you get told what you have the materials for, and what you're missing for the things you don't. So, for example, here I could make a longsword, so we'll go through this, but I'm not going to make one yet. So, I'm going to pick an iron blade, because, well, that's the only thing I've got. Pick a crude hilt, pick some weak rivets, and there's a longsword. Obviously, the further in you go, the more choices you've got on all of these. And as you can see, it's already beaten the damage of that epic that I've got. But for now, I don't want to craft anything, because I'm waiting till I've got another level in blacksmithing to include an extra ingredient into my crafting, so I can start getting extra stats here and there. These are little extra 5 healths and 3 damages do make a difference. So I'll cancel that for now, and you can make weapons and various different bits of armour. I could make a shield if I wanted. Let's have a look. Oh, that's 10 health, that's even better. See, already, instantly better. But again, I'm saving all this for now, until I've leveled up my blacksmithing again.
Stay indoors after sundown.
Or what exactly? I've got a big shiny crap sword. And here we are. As I said in the last video, this is very Fable-y, like Fable 1, the graphics, the colours, all very vibrant, very nice to look at. Now, you can see I've got a few quests I could be picking up here. I'll worry about those next time. I'm going there and start working on this apprentice. I will set that as my active quest, so it comes up as a gold ring on the minimap instead of a silver one, which is a bit hard to read sometimes. There we are, it's just at the bottom right corner of my minimap. Now I can see a green dot there, that means there's a shrine. I believe that one is a damage boost. Go sneaky sneaky. But there's no point, you can't sneak attack with a bow. Well, that looked painful. Now I did manage to pick up an achievement with a little combo I've been, like, I did accidentally with the longbow and the longsword. I'll get down to one enemy and I'll show you guys. It got me the achievement Juggler. Some of you may know what that is. Those that don't, better pay attention. I think he's too weak to even do it on. I'll find a tougher enemy. There's some tougher enemies indoors and I'll show you there. I'll grab that. I think Death's Touch is a 10% damage boost. That's always nice. That's a bear over there, isn't it? Is there a bear? I swear there's a bear around somewhere. My mistake. Herb. Oh. Ooh, okay. Well. I'm thinking there. And there we have it. Copper talismans are mage shields. Mage shields lack in physical defences.
I don't know if what they say about these stones is true, but if it is, well, this is just too good to not save forever. Lystrom was out of town when Artol was visiting. Now, Lystrom doesn't know Artol, and Artol is older and strange. She could be mistaken for a fate weaver. So, when Lystrom came back to town, here was Artol the Oracular. I said to Lystrom, I hear her readings are amazing. You should go. Oh my, you should have seen it. A rooster, she said, will change into a man, and this man will become your lover. He will provide for you, and he will make you laugh, and he will make your life exciting and easier. But, and this is something you can never forget, he must never eat chicken. And once in a while, you will need to peck at him from the ground. Every morning at the break of dawn, you'll hear a loud cry from him.
As I was saying, mage shields, they lack in physical defences but do far better against defending spells, as you would expect. And yeah, lore stones, random, but some of them can be amusing. Right, here we go. Now the guys in here can give me a bit of grief sometimes. Depends just how well I am playing. Hopefully I won't do too badly. But the first encounter in here can be very, very troublesome sometimes. I'll talk to you in a second. I want this. And there we are. Right. It's a big sword. Would you like to see it? No, don't sleep. Get back up.
What are you doing down here? Don't you know Agna Farhold is haunted by the spirits of the Arathi?
I'm quaking in my boots.
So, are you foolish or just stupid?
Both.
Ooh, I see. The twisted gnome has found herself a champion. How delightful. Nanny always was a fool. So immersed in her work that she
That's
failed
her
to see
name.
deception before her very eyes. The Red Legion has her formula, as I gave it to them.
Nanny.
At this very moment, they are moving crates of it eastward towards the city of Rathir, where they will fetch a high price. Poor Nanny. So trusting, so pathetic. Of course she can never learn of my ruse, can she? It is time.
Oh, well, okay, it is time. I'm going to back off over... maybe not. There's a very tiny rock blocking my way there. Right. This is why the first fight can be a bit troublesome. He's behind me. Should wait for my moment here. Right, that's my moment. Get out of that corner. Oh, that was stupid. Ooh. Bit harsh for a first proper fight in here. Ow. Oh god, more of them have joined in. I went too far. Well, I'm glad I stocked up on healing potions. That's better. Archers. There we go. Will you stop that? Oh, okay, we can both miss. Call that a draw. I'll get to you in a minute. Right. The combo that got me the Juggler achievement. The idea is, you shoot an opponent about 5 times while they're in the air. Will you stop that? Boom. Boom, switch to bow. Oh, no, or not. Try that again. Boom, boom. Oh, I'm re-sucking. I'll do it the next one. You get the idea. Uppercut them. Switch to the bow. Pop, 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 pop. Does a reasonable amount of damage too. But those tiny rocks really can stop a hero in their tracks. Get some gold, get some herbs, get some gold, get some staves. Well, considering how many of there were, I don't think I came out of that too badly. Like 5 of them and then 2 more from over here. Oh no, there's still 2. How many of them were there then? I'm sure you don't. Come on, it'll be funny. Oopsie. There we go. Right. In the words of Scorpion, get over here! And that's 2 dead bandits, dropping nice leather gloves for me that I don't need. Break some boxes. Right, so the idea of this quest, you found him, the Red Legion, bandit people, evil, not very nice, have the formula, they've got it in shipments, go smash all the crates. A pretty standard quest, go break stuff. Something I can work with. That wasn't very nice. Oh, poison killed him before I could even hook him. Easy as. Now, the reason I chose the whole warrior rogue thing, I usually play mage, always mage and something else. A mage rogue works particularly well, actually. I never use warrior. I did a pure warrior once and found it particularly weak. So, I'm wondering with the rogue's high crit damage capability if a warrior rogue can work. We'll find out, and if it doesn't we can respec at any time. For the right price, of course. Now, these are brownies. They look like fat babies. I like to kill them as quickly as possible because just looking at them makes me all red, gets me very angry. Come here. God, they are so hideous. Missed. Job done. That's one of the reasons you want to grab a bow. It means you can back off from a safe distance without finishing them off. But later on you get some pretty nice abilities with the bow. It's a good way to initiate fights and deal with groups at the same time. Whereas the longsword, it's a weapon I don't normally pick, so it's versatile, medium speed, pretty hard hitting, nice abilities. Something you can look at is the moves list. All the abilities you can get of a weapon are listed here. So I've got this one, the little upper strike. I've got this one, my little charge move. The next one I can use while blocking, kind of does a little low combo just to get under their guard. Something good to use while you're being swarmed by a lot of enemies. This is what you use, you kind of like dodge into them and start hammering them a lot. And this is a parry attack. Boom, boom, boom. They're pretty cool, the parry attacks actually. I'll show you my favourite parry attack, and that's with this one. You parry them with Fey Blades and you just tear them apart. Bang. Fey Blades are my favourite rogue weapon, which is why I'm not using them. I always use Fey Blades, so I want to try something a bit different for the purpose of the Let's Play. So we'll see how it all goes. We'll do some stuff. Oh, what's the video time at? Getting pretty high. I should probably bring it to a close soon. I'll see if I can get to the end of the cave. I want to keep it under an hour if I can, because uploading this, I'll first need to compile it in Windows Movie Maker because I haven't got anything better. Then I need to upload it. It's going to be a lengthy process to say the least. Now I can see I've got a level up there. I'll deal with that in a minute. I'm going to do a scorpion on the nearest brownie, or I could just completely whiff and expose my position, and then use big lightning balls. Ooh, that crit. Hi there. Lawstone. Because that's what I wanted now. Random gibberish. Oh well, give me the random gibberish and the XP while you're at it.
Sometimes this is too hard to believe. But you can accept the strangest fact that you were wrong.
Yes, but that and this endless vacuity is horrible.
The ancient ones were here. They delivered themselves into the world. The time-worn cycle turns with ages. The seasons drift along the stream. They wait for the past. The future brings the forming storm. This is no place for a home, for anyone.
As I say, random gibberish. I think I can sneak around these two looking at the mini-map. I'll go sneak mode. Now, because I'm not using daggers or fade blades, I can't do proper sneak attacks, but I can get like an extra bonus bit of damage for doing an attack while sneaking on an unaware enemy, in theory. But I kind of rolled into the front of him, so he saw me. I'm assuming. Oh, that's an archer. Probably should have killed him first. Can you please stop that? This is not nice. Get over here. See? Not funny, is it? No. I can shoot people with bows too. I'll have a little look see around for herbs and shiny loot. I've already been that way, nothing there. This fight I could just cop out and do it the cheap way like this. But I'll do it the real way. Go down there and fight them like a man. A man with a very big green sword. Or green tinged sword. I'll open up the lightning and draw one in. Or I could just like miss half those skills anyway. There's an archer over there. Yep, there is. Ooh, that crit. Can you stop shooting me while I'm doing things? Right, we'll try that combo again, shall we? I am going to get to you. There we go. Ah, cowering. Nope, messed that one up. Pop, 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 pop. There we go. We got her. I always time that weapon switch badly. I used the mouse wheel to do it when I was messing it up, but I'm just going to use the Q button from now on because it means I'm not going to overscroll the mouse wheel. There we go. That's another crate done. We shall open this up. Bottom right corner strikes again. Oh, really? Bottom right corner, but 1 millimeter to the right, strikes again. Ooh, that's a green longbow. We might have a look at that. As I say, these epics do get replaced quickly, but that has crit chance. I think this one time I won't replace the epic for a green. I like the crit chance. It's only 2%, but I really like having crit chance. Later on I'll probably be stacking it along with crit damage, and just rely on crits for all my damage. Because it gets to a point later on where you do so much crits and they crit so hard, you could just crit most of the time, do so much damage, annihilate bosses.
See the lights, the mystic halls of ordered reality? They are the faces of the missing, the embodied truth of the lost souls. There are so many of them. Still, you can see them. They are like pathetic charades, some with good intentions, and you can't fault them that, but the majority of them are just a hoax. Needless to say, I don't like it here. You could have stayed free and lived a calm life, but you couldn't settle the disquiet that haunts people like you.
Lovely, aren't they? Right, stick my extra point in blacksmithing. That now means I can use an extra component, make the items just that tiny bit better. Always nice. I need to try and get 3 points in each to unlock the next class I want. So let's pop one in. Put another one in bows. It's about the only thing I need in here. And I'm not going to use sorcery all that much. I'll just max out lightning for now. And I believe, oh no, it might be 4 for each I need. Yeah, 4 for each. What this does, oh, stay there. What this does, when I get 4 for each, it increases all of my skills, you know, like blacksmithing and sagecrafting by 1. Very useful at the beginning. That's what I'm aiming for, and once I've got my skills roughly where I want them, I'll start changing to a finesse and might class. I think the first one's skirmisher. Yeah, it is. 6 and 6, so that's not too bad. I think I'll take a potion and call that Let's Play there. Once again guys, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and give me feedback more importantly. Tell me what you want out of these videos and I'll try and get that for you. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time guys.